Joining us at the beach today is Fat Joe.
He's kind of real. He also has a single called All the Way Up. Let's get to know him a bit.
Joe, you've been in a lot of crazy situations. I think you accidentally stole the car of a Bronx drug kingpin, and then he put your hand in a meat grinder to threaten you. What would you say is the craziest situation you found yourself in?
Me? The craziest thing? One time prior to my rap career, one of my friends had it out with some guy who was who's in jail for like triple life. But he worked for a guy who was like one of my best friends called Gordo, rest in peace. So I went to their block to talk peace before, you know, it got real ugly. And when I turned around, it was like the scene out of the Blues Brothers. It was like 30 different shapes and guns in my face. Like, they all had guns in my face. And all I could say was like, yo, Papi, we all born equal. What's going on? Hold up. Chill. And then my man Gordo came. And, you know, he was feeding them, so he saved the day. But it was like the Blues Brothers. Like, so many guns. And what's so crazy is that every time you get in a situation like that, it's always the smart-looking gangster with the bifocals. He's the one that wants to say, shoot this guy. Shoot him. Get rid of him. You're like, oh, come on, bro. What y'all talking about?
How would you say you grew up to somebody who doesn't know where you come from?
Well, I grew up loving. You know, I have a mother, I have a father. I have a family that always cared for me. But we grew up real poor, real humble. Like right now, they try to do documentaries on my life. And when they ask me for pictures of me being a kid, I can't find no pictures of me being a kid. And not my mother's house, not my uncle's house, not my aunt's house. And finally, my uncle told me the other day, he was like, yo, we were so poor, we didn't have a camera, bro. It's like, we just ain't have a camera.
Can you finally give us an answer to a question that we've had around here for a long time? You were very good friends with Biggie. Story to tell. Who was it about? Give us the nick. Like, you're the closest we're going to get to this.
The guy, I could tell you, but I don't want to be disrespectful. But it was about Anthony Mason. Rest in peace.
Oh, it
so
was.
like,
we just got it.
We got it.
We
so
just
you
got
know. You know.
I mean, it's been like that was the you know, that was like, it was about Ann Mason. And Ann Mason's my brother. I love Ann Mason. But you gotta also know that rappers, this is entertainment. So, you know, we stretch the truth. We change things up.
All right. Oh, no, but that's okay. What he's saying there, because you're known as being
saying the truth. We lie. We stretch it. But
you're telling us who it's about. You're telling us it was about. You're telling us, because you talk to Biggie every day. You are totally credible on this subject. This is not something you're hearing someplace else. You know, because this is a breakthrough. Our show's been trying to get this for 2 years.
Well, what I heard, calm down. What I heard was it was about Anthony Mason. You know, that was the rumor. You know, that was a very strong possibility rumor. It was about Anthony Mason. Rest in peace, because Anthony Mason's one of my favorite Knicks ever.
Yeah, no, but that's good enough for me.
That's good enough.
Close enough.
That's good. We're close enough. We've done important journalism here today, Fat Joe. I feel like we've been after this story for a while.
It's been a quest.
Yes, it's been a quest, and I feel like you've been the guy who got us there. Thank you for that.
Damn, I feel like I'm WikiLeaks or something, right?
Roy Jones told us about a night where he got into a fight at a release party and that he was prepared to die that night in the fight, and that you came in and explained to him, no, Roy, you're really going to die and you don't need to die. Tell us about that night.
First of all, let me tell you the truth. Roy Jones, the only guy in the world who ever came deliberately to knock Fat Joe out. Like, the guy came to knock me out. Like, let's be clear, right? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's, Roy Jones is crazy. Like, you know, I had 100 guys with me. I can't believe this guy, man. This is insane, right? And I'm over there, and Roy, I turn you never know how many people you with. You're always by yourself, bro. So I go to the bathroom, I pull a curtain, and it's Roy Jones standing there. and he had like 9 guys with him, right? And these them Louisiana, Pensacola guys, they looking crazy and all that, right? So I'm sitting there like that. So when I see Roy Jones, he was like, yo, what's up with that record, man? What's up? So I like hoverboard slide up to him and grab his wrist. And I'm like, yo, Roy, what's up? Because I know he's going to knock me out. I ain't going to be able to fight Roy Jones. I'm like, yo, he was champion. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Roy, hold up. Let's talk about this. Chill, 1 second. He's like, talk about what? You dissed me on the record, man. What's up? I was like, oh, no, Roy, please. Let's not talk about that. And then he had the guy in the back who was like, just knock him out, champ. Just
The guy with the bifocals. Just take him out, champ.
He had the guy telling him, just knock him out. Just knock him out. I'm sitting there, I'm like, looking at this dude like I didn't want to argue with him, so I get Roy amped up. So then, you know, I just told Roy, I said, listen, bro, it's just hip-hop. It was just a line. I didn't mean to totally disrespect you like that, even though it was disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie. It was just a tempting bar in hip-hop. You know, it's forever. It's 10 years later, we talking about this one line. So it was too enticing. It was too juicy, you know? So I was like, you know, I said it, but I was like, yo, look, you know, no disrespect and this. And then he was like, he still looked like he want to go. Then I had to tell him, look, there's 100 guys there, Roy. They're not going to let you just knock Fat Joe out. They're bad guys, man. Nobody wants to box you, Roy. Nobody wants to box.
Well, what happened after that? Didn't your guys then chase his people because they were outnumbered 10-1?
No. He disappeared. So, if you ask me, I think Roy Jones cased the joint before it even opened. Knew what back doors were the back doors. Knew like he was just gonna knock Fat Joe out and disappear before anybody could catch him and be like, "Yo, Roy Jones knocked Fat Joe out." The guy's crazy, man. He's crazy. We spoke the next day, and I was like, "Yo," and he was like, "Yo, I'm sorry about that, Joe." I realized that, you know, there's a reason why he was a champion. He loves knocking people out.
But part of why this is interesting, though, is, like, you fight people. Like, it's not like you're somebody that a dude's going to run up on.
Oh, no, I would
and
fight
just
him.
be...
I would fight Mike Tyson at his prime. I'll fight anybody. I'm never getting punched in my face, not fighting him. But, I mean, let's be clear. This is Roy Jones. I'm not dumb. Like, you know, he was champion of the world. That was that Roy Jones doing the hawk and all that. Come on, B. Like, come on. It's going to be embarrassing, man. It's going to be embarrassing. I can't lie to you. That was going to be pretty embarrassing out there.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you being on with us. Tremendous. Top
Thank you
five.
so
Top
much.
5 interview in the history of the show.
You got to say that on camera.
I just did.
Yeah, there's a camera right
I just
there.
did.
Thank you.
Gracias.